Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr being chased out left. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, balls being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now.
That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Raiders. Oh, he fakes a spike. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion. Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, and it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 28 yards. And the silver and black continue to roll. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for two. Here's Carr to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there and worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, there it's Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Rolling to his left. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one is incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Carr now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. Meanwhile, Carr's throw there complete to Ruggs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Now Carr again. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 36 yards. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Got outside of the tackle box, and sometimes that can be a recipe for disaster, but here it was not.
It's frustrating for guys on defense, too, because he got out to the left and then still delivered on the move with accuracy.
So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away.
Touchdown, Raiders! Henry runs. He flat out can't be stopped. And the silver and black continue to roll.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. Carr toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had him.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders pick it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs finding the end zone yet again. And the Raiders are pouring it on. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most...
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. He flat out can't be stopped. And the silver and black continue to roll. Carr now to throw. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And I think the ball's out.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come up with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs finding the end zone yet again. And the Raiders are pouring it on. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it. Can extend this lead out even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. But he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catch.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs. He flat out can't be stopped. And the silver and black continue to roll. And Charleston defender was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with 2 guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
No, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the